Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chill English podcast. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Today, we're exploring a super practical topic, English at the bank.
For many English learners, going to the bank can feel stressful. Lots of forms, formal language, and unfamiliar phrases.
So, we're walking you through the experience step by step, helping you understand exactly what you'll hear and what you can say.
Let's imagine you walk into the bank and go to the counter. The bank teller looks up and says, "Hi, how can I help you today?"
Very common phrase. You'll hear this almost every time.
If your goal is to open an account, you can reply, "Hi, I'd like to open a bank account, please."
You can be more specific, too. I'd like to open a checking account, or I'd like to open a savings account.
And if you're not sure which one you need, you can ask, "Could you explain the difference between checking and savings accounts?"
That keeps the conversation polite and clear.
The teller will usually ask, "Do you have an ID with you?"
They mean your identification, passport, national ID, or driver's license.
You can answer, "Yes, here you go," and hand it over.
Sometimes they'll also say, "Do you have proof of address?"
That means a document showing where you live, like a utility bill, rental contract, or bank statement.
If you don't have it, just say, "Not right now. Can I bring it later?"
Most banks will allow that.
Next, the teller may hand you a form and say, "Please fill this out."
That means they want you to complete the form. You can reply, "Sure, no problem."
If something is confusing, use this helpful phrase. "Could you help me with this section?"
Or, "I'm not sure what to write here. Could you explain it?"
People ask those questions all the time, so don't worry.
After finishing the form, you hand it back and say, "Here you go. I've completed the form."
The teller may say, "Thank you. I'll process this for you."
Process simply means they're entering your information into the computer.
Then they might ask, "Would you like a debit card with this account?"
A debit card lets you buy things directly from your bank account.
If you want one, say, "Yes, please. I'd like a debit card."
If not, say, "No thanks, not right now."
At this point, the teller may need your signature.
They'll say, "I need your signature here and here."
You can reply, "Sure," and sign where they point.
After the paperwork is done, the teller may say, "Your account is now open."
You can respond with, "Great, thank you so much for your help today."
It's polite, confident, and natural.
Now, besides opening an account, you might also want to deposit money.
When you walk up to the counter, you can say, "I'd like to make a deposit."
Or if you're adding cash to your account, "I'd like to deposit cash."
If you have a check, say, "I'd like to deposit this check into my account."
The teller may ask, "Would you like a receipt?"
A receipt is a printed paper showing your deposit. You can answer, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you."
Another common banking task is withdrawing money.
To do that, say, "I'd like to withdraw some cash."
The teller may ask, "How much would you like to withdraw?"
You can reply with the amount. "I'd like to withdraw $200, please."
If they need your card or ID, they'll say, "May I see your ID?" or "Could I have your card?"
Just hand it over and say, "Sure, here you go."
Sometimes you might not understand a fee or transaction.
In that case, use this helpful phrase, "Could you explain this charge on my account?"
Or, "I don't recognize this transaction. Could you check it for me?"
These sentences are polite and help you solve problems easily.
And that's the goal, feeling confident and calm every time you go to the bank.
With these phrases, you can communicate clearly and handle almost any situation.
When you're at the bank, one of the most useful skills is asking clear questions.
Right. Many learners feel nervous when something isn't clear, but banks expect questions.
For example, if the teller says something too quickly, you can use this simple line. "Sorry, could you say that again more slowly?"
Totally normal. Another helpful phrase is, "Could you explain what that means?"
These keep the conversation polite while giving you time to understand.
Now, let's talk about checking your balance. If you need to know how much money is in your account, you can say, "Could you check my account balance, please?"
Or, if you prefer the ATM, use, "I'd like to check my balance at the ATM. Could you show me how?"
Bank staff will help you if you ask.
Another common situation is updating your information. Maybe you changed your phone number or moved to a new address.
In that case, you can say, "I need to update my personal information."
Or, more specifically, "I'd like to change my address," or "I need to update my phone number."
The teller may ask you to fill out a small form.
And if you're unsure where to write something, just ask, "Should I write my new address here?"
Now, let's talk about bank fees. Everyone hates fees, but they're common.
If you see a charge you don't understand, ask, "Could you explain this fee on my account?"
If you think it's a mistake, "I don't recognize this charge. Could you check it for me?"
Sometimes the teller will say, "Let me look that up," meaning they're checking your account history.
And if it's an error, they may say, "We'll reverse that charge for you," which means they'll remove it.
Great phrase to know, reverse a charge.
Another important service is transferring money.
If you're sending money to another person, say, "I'd like to make a transfer."
If it's between your own accounts, "I'd like to transfer money between my accounts."
The teller may ask, "How much would you like to transfer?"
Just answer with the amount. "I'd like to transfer $500.
Sometimes they need the recipient's details. They might say, "Do you have the account number and routing number?"
If you're not familiar with that, here's an easy line. "Could you tell me what information you need for the transfer?"
That way, they'll explain it clearly.
Now, let's talk about bank statements. A statement is a document showing your transactions.
If you need one, say, "Could I get a printed bank statement, please?"
Or, if you want it sent to your email, "Could you email my statement to me?"
Another common service is requesting a new debit card.
If your card is lost or damaged, say, "I need to replace my debit card."
The teller may ask, "Would you like us to freeze the old card?"
Freeze means deactivate it, so no one else can use it.
You can answer, "Yes, please freeze it."
If you forgot your PIN, you can say, "I need to reset my PIN."
They might guide you to an ATM or give you a temporary code.
Sometimes you may need help understanding account types.
You can ask, "What's the difference between these accounts?" Or, "Which account would you recommend for everyday use?"
Bank staff often explain things in simple language when you ask.
At some point, you may need to ask about banking hours.
Just say, "What are your opening hours?" Or, "What time do you close?"
Simple but very helpful.
And if you need to book an appointment with a specialist, use, "I'd like to schedule an appointment."
No stress, no long sentences, just short, clear English.
With these phrases, you can handle questions, forms, fees, and services with confidence.
The key is speaking calmly and using the phrases that help you stay clear and polite.
And remember, people at the bank deal with questions all day. It's normal to ask for help.
Exactly. Just speak naturally and don't be afraid to ask for clarification whenever you need it.
Another situation you might face at the bank is asking about loans.
Loans can feel intimidating, but the language doesn't have to be. If you're curious about borrowing money, you can say, "I'd like to ask about loan options."
Or be more specific. Could you tell me about personal loans?
For something bigger, try, "I'd like information about home loans," or "Do you offer car loans?"
The bank employee may ask, "How much are you looking to borrow?"
If you don't know yet, say, "I'm not sure. Could you explain the requirements first?
Requirements might include your income, job details, or credit history.
If you don't understand something, just ask, could you explain that in simpler terms?
Very natural, very polite.
Safety is another big part of banking. You may hear words like fraud alert, security check, or identity verification.
If someone calls claiming to be from the bank, you can protect yourself by asking, could you verify your identity?
And at the counter, if something looks suspicious, try, is this the right place to report unusual activity?
If your card was used without your permission, say, I think my account has unauthorized transactions.
The teller might say, we'll open a security case, or we need to freeze your account temporarily.
Freeze means no one can use it until the issue is resolved.
You can reply with, okay, please guide me through the process.
Now for online banking, something most people use today.
If you want to set it up, say, I need help setting up online banking.
If you can't log in, I'm having trouble logging in. Could you help me?
A common issue is forgetting your password. Just say, I need to reset my online banking password.
You may receive a verification code by text or email.
If it doesn't arrive, say, I didn't receive the verification code. Could you resend it?
ATMs are another part of banking English. If the ATM keeps your card, say, the ATM kept my card. What should I do?
They may retrieve it or ask you to wait until the next business day.
If the ATM doesn't give your money, say, the ATM didn't dispense the cash I requested.
They'll help you fill out a report.
If you're unsure about the form, use, could you help me fill this out?
Now for appointments. Some services require speaking with a specialist.
To arrange that, say, I'd like to make an appointment with a banking advisor.
Or ask, do I need an appointment for this?
If the time they offer doesn't work, try, do you have anything earlier?
You may hear processing time, which just means how long something will take.
If you want to know when something will be finished, say, how long is the processing time for this?
Now, another common task is sending money internationally.
If you're not sure what you need, ask, could you tell me what information I need for an international transfer?
The teller might mention a SWIFT code, account number, or identification.
After finishing, you might want a record of the transaction.
Just say, could I get a confirmation for this transaction?
They may give you a receipt or a reference number.
If you want to be sure nothing is missing, ask, is there anything else I need to know about this process?
A simple question that helps avoid mistakes.
With these phrases, you can handle loans, security checks, ATM issues, online banking, and international transfers confidently.
And the more comfortable you get with these expressions, the easier your real-life banking experience becomes.
If you enjoyed this episode, tell us in the comments which banking situation you find the hardest.
We'd love to hear your experiences. Thanks for listening, and see you in the next episode.